Chapter 16. A Melody of Hope. The day was unusually bright for New Dawn, the light from Proxima Centauri filtering through the makeshift windows of what had become the colony's communal restaurant. The structure was a blend of Earth technology and alien ingenuity, with walls that shimmered slightly as if they were made of water. This place was one of the few spots where the tension of the outside world seemed to soften, where the aroma of Earth's cuisine could momentarily distract from the looming threats. Elias Chen entered, the door sliding open with a soft hiss. The interior was warm, filled with the chatter of colonists taking a brief respite from their duties. His eyes scanned the room, quickly finding Akari Sato behind the counter. She was busy, her hands moving with the grace of a dancer as she prepared dishes, but her smile was as bright as ever when she noticed him.
"Hey, Elias,"
Akari greeted, her voice carrying the melody of her Japanese heritage.
"I have something special for you today."
Elias raised an eyebrow, intrigued.
Oh, what would that be?
With a flourish, Akari revealed a dish of perfectly grilled tuna, the scent of the ocean from Earth momentarily transporting him back home.
"We've managed to breed several species of fish from Earth. This tuna is one of our first successful batches. Thought you'd appreciate it."
Elias's face lit up with genuine delight.
Tuna, here on Proxima B? You've outdone yourself, Akari.
He took a bite, the flavors flooding his senses with memories of Earth's seas.
This is incredible. You've brought a piece of home to us.
The joy on his face was infectious, but soon a shadow passed over Akari's features. She leaned closer, her voice lowering.
"Elias, I'm worried about our new neighbors, the CRF. I've heard stories, bad things."
Elias set down his fork, his expression turning serious.
What kind of stories?
Back on Earth, they say the CRF was ruthless in their expansion, not just in space, but in how they dealt with dissent. They talk about forced labor, suppression of free speech, and how they treat those they see as threats.
Elias nodded, understanding her concern.
I know it's scary, Akari, but we're prepared. We have our defenses, our strategies, and most importantly, we have each other.
He tried to lighten the mood with a playful grin.
And I'll personally make sure to defend the culinary heart of New Dawn.
Akari's eyes glistened, a small tear escaping as she laughed softly through her worry.
"Elias, you're always looking after everyone else. Who looks after you?"
There was a moment, a brief pause where the air between them seemed charged with something more than just camaraderie. But Elias, ever the strategist, redirected the conversation before it could delve too deep into personal territory.
Actually, I have a favor to ask. We're forming a new military force, not just of soldiers, but of thought engineers, scientists, everyone. We need something to boost morale, something that can remind us why we're here, why we fight.
Akari's eyes lit up at the mention of music, her passion.
"A song? You want me to write a song?"
Yes,
Elias confirmed.
something that can rally us, remind us of Earth, of our dreams here. Something that celebrates our unity and resilience.
She thought for a moment, then nodded enthusiastically.
"I can do that. I've been thinking about this place, about how we're all part of a new beginning. I'll write something uplifting, something that speaks to the heart of what New Dawn means."
Elias smiled, the tension from the earlier conversation easing.
That's perfect. And if it's anything like your cooking, it will be a hit.
Akari laughed, wiping away the last trace of her tears.
"I'll start working on it tonight. Maybe I'll even perform it at the next gathering."
That would be wonderful.
Elias said, his gaze warm.
We need your light here, Akari, more than you might realize.
The conversation shifted to lighter topics as they talked about the hydroponics, the new species of plants they were experimenting with, and even shared a few stories from their lives on Earth. It was a brief escape from reality, A moment where they could both pretend that the only battle was against the ingredients in front of them. As Elias finished his meal, the restaurant began to fill with more colonists, the hum of conversation rising. He stood, preparing to leave, but not before giving Akari a small, reassuring squeeze on the shoulder.
We'll get through this, together.
Akari nodded, her smile returning, though tinged with resolve.
I know, and I'll have that song ready. It'll be like a message from Earth, a reminder of what we're fighting for.
As Elias left the restaurant, stepping back into the violet light of new dawn, he felt the weight of responsibility, but also a burgeoning hope. Akari's tuna wasn't just a meal. It was a symbol of what they could achieve here, of life continuing despite the odds, and her song, once composed, would become another thread weaving the fabric of their community together. Back in his office, Elias reviewed the latest reports on the CRF's movements, the fortifications at the border, and the training progress of the thought engineers. His mind was on strategy, on defense, on survival, but in the back of his thoughts lingered the image of Akari's smile, her tears, and the promise of a melody that could lift the spirits of New Dawn's defenders. In the days that followed, Akari worked diligently on her composition. She spent hours in the quiet of her small room, her voice mingling with the strings of her guitar, crafting lyrics that spoke of hope, of the journey from Earth, of the stars above and the family they had made here. She envisioned the song as a beacon, much like the light of PROXIMA Centauri, guiding them through the dark times. When the song was ready, she presented it at a community gathering, her voice clear and strong, singing of unity, of resilience, of the beauty of their new world despite its dangers. The colonists listened, some with tears, others with firm nods, all feeling the surge of pride and determination. Elias watched from the side, a proud smile on his face. The song was more than he had hoped for. It was a weapon of its own kind, one that could fortify hearts and minds against the fear of what lay beyond their borders. And in that moment, the emotional connection he shared with Akari, though unspoken, felt like a silent promise of mutual support, a reminder that in this new dawn, they were not just fighting for survival, but for something truly worth defending.
In the vast uncharted lands we stand, new horizons in our hand. Through the storms and endless night, we will bring the dawn of light. Hostile shadows cast their fears, echoes of our brave pioneers. United hearts will beat as one, stronger now, battles won. Stand tall, we rise, we soar, unbreakable, forevermore. Hand in hand, we'll chart our fate. A future bright, we'll cultivate. Crimson moons and silver skies, we reach beyond where eagles fly. Forging paths through wind and flame, every challenge fuels our name. Resilient spirits never bend, on this journey till the end. In unity our strengths align, together through space and time. Stand tall, we rise, we soar, unbreakable, forevermore. Hand in hand we'll chart our fate, a future bright. and spirits never bend. On this journey till the end, in unity our strengths align, together through space and time. Stand tall, we rise, we soar, unbreakable forevermore. Hand in hand we'll chart our fate, a future bright we'll cultivate. Stand tall, we rise, we soar, unbreakable forevermore. Hand in hand we'll chart our fate, a future bright we'll cultivate.